Hello everyone, how is it all going? Welcome to the replayers. If you are watching the replay and you want to skip straight to the meditation, it's about 5, 6, 7 minutes in. And the screen changes, so you'll be able to scrub through the timeline and see when the screen changes. Otherwise, we're just going to welcome people in and say hi, and if you're here watching the live, say hi in the comments. Hi Penny, you're first today. Congratulations. You don't win no prizes, you just are first. I should have prizes, shouldn't I? I should have a prize for the first commenter on each of the platforms. And I have a prize for the first sharer on each platform as well. That'd be good. And the coolest emoji of the day. So hi Penny, hi Annette, and hi Cheryl. Welcome to you all. How are you all doing? Let me just reach my bowl a minute. I don't always remember to tap it. But I am. My hair's a mess. I was wearing my hat this morning. I am the prize. Thank you. That's nice of you to say. Hi, Katja. Hi, Senya. I think that's how you pronounce your name. Today I'm talking about enough. Well, I'm not talking about it. We're going to do a meditation about enough. And ever since Daicho, one of my teachers, done a call months and months ago, he said he works on one aspect of himself each year, or one topic or subject. And if I had to say what topic I'm working on this year, and that's been enough, and drop in the need to be perfectionism, drop in the need to get everything perfect, and also not only that, having enough self-acceptance to be, do you know what, I am enough. You know, I'm enough to show up. I'm enough. I can help people. I can love myself. I am enough to love myself. And that self-worth and self-acceptance doesn't mean we have to be that amazing to love ourselves and forgive ourselves. It's just we have to be enough. And when we're enough, and when we live in the enough, you are enough, I am enough, there's a lightness to it. When I'm trying to be perfect, there's a real, well, there's a bar that we set so high that we're never going to achieve. Never going to achieve. It doesn't exist. The word should not exist, because it just doesn't make sense. Because even if you do something perfect, there's always room for improvement. Hi, Clint. How are you doing today? Hi, Teresa. Hi, Sherry and Laurie. Nice to see so many of you here. And nice to see you come back every day. That warms me, that does. That means a lot. Thank you. Nothing is required, but it's selective views that make you unique. Thank you. I like that. And nothing is required. Just be ourselves. Trying to be everybody else is hard work. We tried that through school. We tried that through college and the first years of being an adult. We look at everybody else and think, well, take that trait. I think that's cool. And we lose who we are, and then we have to fight back to who we are. You know, from the ego perspective, from the relative perspective, we have to work out who we are, who we're going to show up as. I say yesterday, strive for perfection. Yeah, and you just won't get there. It's all right looking to the top of the hill for where you want to get to. but don't get so attached to it that you miss getting there, that you miss the journey. Anyone else on YouTube? I don't know. If you are watching on YouTube, say hi. All your comments help, by the way. Every time you say hi, every time you just give a like or give a share, that helps me tremendously. And I really appreciate that, because as much as I'm working on not getting attached to my ego, as much as all these things, I got a huge ego. And I want loads of people to have a little more inner peace. You know, my ego is very healthy. I'm not so much attached to it. Well, my ego thinks it's not attached to it, but it is. It's a complicated business, waking up. And I have no idea anything about it. So please don't follow me for that. Oops, so did I. You just missed a bit. I can't remember what that was. Embarrassing your selective views, mate. I'll get there in a minute. Hi, Laura. Great to see you here. Right, well, I'm going to make a start. It's now 5 past. And this meditation, really, let's see how it goes. And yeah, I just need to cough a minute. One sec. Right, dry throat today. But that's okay, because it's nice and warm as well. Right. Are you all ready? Let's do this. I was going to read a little poem, actually. I like this little poem. I'm going to read it first, and then we're going to do it. This is one of my favourite. I go back to this again and again and again. Come, come, whoever you are, wanderer, worshipper, lover of leaving. Ours is not a caravan of despair. Come, it does not matter if you've broken your vow 1,000 times. Still come, and yet come again. Master Rumi. And I love that. It goes in line with the strive for perfection. We're never going to get there, but we can still try and settle in with enough. And that's what we're going to do today. So, where's my buttons? And as we settle in to make ourselves comfortable, just invite the body to relax. Invite your body to become calm and content and enough in this moment. And if you straighten your back up and imagine like there's a little cord above you, just holding you upright, not holding you tight and rigid, just enough to keep you upright and alert, and tuck your chin in a little. And as you become comfortable, just allow your shoulders to relax and bring your focus and awareness to your breath. I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out. And somewhere with your breathing there will be the catalyst of where you focus your attention. For some of you it might be on the air going in and out of your nose. Some of you it might be real deep down in the stomach. For others it might be just your chest raising and lowering. It really doesn't matter, there's not a right place to focus your awareness. Just becoming aware of the breath and the little nuances, the individual parts. There's no need to change your breath, don't speed it up or slow it down. Your body knows the perfect way to breathe. It spends most of its time doing it without you. And as you breathe in calm and breathe out relax, just imagine relaxing a part of the body with each breath. Maybe your legs, your torso, or maybe your arms or shoulders. It really doesn't matter where, just any pockets of tension or anywhere you're holding slightly tighter than anywhere else. Because there's nothing to worry about in this moment, you can allow all your body to relax. And think of someone in your life that has always encouraged you, has always made you feel like you could grow and that you could always improve. Imagine bringing them into your life now. They're here with you and they're encouraging you, and you're trying to live up to their expectations. That constant striving to improve, needing to impress them and in return feel better about that yourself, and then impress yourself. And now if we bring your attention back to your breath and just your breathing in, and leave that feeling go. This moment is everything you need. Nothing needs adding or taking away. Now imagine with all your body what it would be like to just be enough, where there's no striving, there's nowhere to get to, there's no improvements to be made. You are enough. You're good enough. You're pretty enough. Your body is just enough. Your wisdom and knowledge is enough. You are just enough for what the world needs. How does it feel to rest in that you are enough? You're everything that's needed. How does it feel that everybody around you accepts you just as you are? They're not wanting you to be more. They're openly loving you, deeply just as you are. And you're loving yourself just as you are. And as you keep breathing into this feeling of good enough, just imagine the feeling filling your whole body. For right now, in this moment, there is nothing to improve. Nobody needs any more from you. How does it feel to know that you always have been just enough? Throughout your whole life as a child and a teenager, you've always had and been just enough. And as you look to your future, what's it like to live a whole life now, knowing that you are enough? You always have been and you always will be enough. Not only for yourself, but for anybody that loves and accepts you for who you are. You don't have to impress anyone. You don't have to improve for anyone. You are enough just as you are. For the next couple minutes, bring your awareness to your breath and breathe in, I am enough. I always have been, I always will be. And as you breathe in, I am enough, and breathe out, I always have been, always will be, have a sense of relief that you do not need to compete anymore. So as you imagine coming back to the rest of your day, imagine just being enough. Everything you're showing up as, whether you're on the phone or just with friends or with your family, you are enough. You're accepted and loved. And you do not need to be anyone else or anything else. You do not need to improve to be accepted. In a moment I'll count back from 5. 5, 4, just open your eyes gently. 3, shake your body out a little. 2, 1, take a deep breath, and let's see what's going on in the not so real world. That's more of a real world than this one, when we're actually present in the moment. You absolutely are, Laura, and you, Annette. You are enough. This realization at the beginning of the year for me, and I don't remember it all the time, but I try to remember it, it does change quite a lot. Instead of trying to please my dad or my stepdad, trying to please my mum, anybody else in my life, my peers, my teachers. As a teenager, we end up trying to please other people. And if we don't get their approval, and we don't get their acceptance, and we don't get their love, we then thrive to try to please them even more. Until eventually, you end up in such a rat race that you're trying to please people that have passed on. That you're still trying to convince the world that you're a good person and that you are capable and you can do these things. When really, the only person really that the race is with is yourself. That's it. That's it. Everybody else is in their own race with themselves. Be enough for yourself. And with that feeling, you're then free to improve in the way that you want to, as in rather than a way that other people want you to. There's no end of people telling you how to be. Find your own enough. Find what your level of enough is. And embrace that. My pleasure, Christina. How are you today? And you are enough. Hi, Victoria. Cheryl. Sherry. Laura, I feel like I just shared a heavy winter coat that I have been wearing. You know what? That's how I felt. It was like as if I've been walking around on tenterhooks for years, and when someone says to me, "You are enough," it's like, "What? You're enough? Really?" Yeah, it's just that living. I am enough. Suddenly, the self-esteem and the confidence and the acceptance was all there. It was all there. Thank you, Laura, for sharing that. And I so relate to that. I really do. Perhaps we could all put little reminders on the fridge. When you open the fridge door, it says, "You are enough." Or "I am enough." And under the pillow of bed, when you wake up in the morning, it's my pleasure. And really, I'm just sharing what helps for me and what gives me freedom and relief. I'm an overthinker. I'm a person that's busy for busy sake. I'm a person that suffers from anxiety, that gets stressed, that finds it hard to go sleep at night, that has narcissists in my life that don't always understand me. And I share what helps for me. I like that. You are beautiful. You are loved on my mirror. I say it each day to myself. I wrote an article a few years ago about looking in the mirror. Take all your clothes off. Look in the mirror. And look at your scars. Look at all your different parts. And every one you look at, see what it gave you. It's made you who you are today. And you're beautiful. You ain't got no other body. There's no head transplant yet. You know, if we can't learn to love ourselves, how can anybody else love us? You know. Hi, Linda. Please, could I have a message? I'm not sure what you mean by a message. I'm not a fortune teller. I'm not an angel card reader. I'm not any of those. I don't do any of those things. I just take a deep breath and go, "What's here?" So, not sure what you want by a message. Hi, Janine. Hi, Kimberly. For people that are just joining, I go live every day at 2 p.m., which is half an hour ago. And we do a quick meditation, about 10 minutes or so each day. That helps us to give us a little more freedom from the ego. And it helps the ego get a little more freedom from itself, if it can. Making use of our time, making practical use of our time while we're locked down. And I'm enjoying it, and I love you guys for turning up every day and spending your time with me and each other. So I am going to do that, put it on the fridge. I am enough. Yes, it does make a hell of a difference just remembering that. See, here's the thing, just before I go to today's thought. When we're young and when we have children, and I'm guilty of this as well with my daughter, And my parents were guilty of this with me. And I don't think it's a bad thing, but this is what happens. We tell our children how beautiful they are and how perfect they are and how amazing they are. Well, the problem is that puts them there. And then they go to school and they look at their friends and they compare themselves to their friends and they put up their hand, they get something wrong. And that puts them down here. And then we try to help them and put them back here. Well, they don't believe us. When we say, you're the most beautiful girl in the world. You're the most cleverest young boy in the world. You're this, that, and the other. They're like, yeah, but I'm not. So they go out of their way to try to prove they're not or prove they are. And by growing up with this flux, we end up in a position that we don't think we're enough. And we are enough. So you take away all that, and like was said about that coat, just removing the coat. I love that. I love that, what Laura says, just taking that excessive need to have to be something other than what we are. If you want to be something, you have to accept what you are first. You know, to fix a problem, you have to find the problem, see the problem, understand the problem. I'm not saying you're a problem, so please don't take it that way. I'm just using that as an analogy. So embrace the Penny. We love you too. Thank you. Hi Lisa Otto. I didn't see you come in. Right, I'm going to go. Oh yes, today's thought. Let's do today's thought. Today's thought. The most important day is the day you decide you're good enough for you. It's the day that you set yourself free. I don't think that needs much explanation. For two reasons. One, I'm going to cough. And I want to let that settle in. If I talk, I'm going to cough. I'm going to say I love you guys. And that's today's thought. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great weekend. 2 p.m. UK time. See you all tomorrow. And all these meditations will be cut out without the talking before an end, and go on my Patreon page for my Patreon supporters. Thank you. And if you're interested, let me know in the comments and I will put a link to my Patreon page. Take care, guys. I love you. I'm going to read what Catherine said before we go. I just sent a proposal to redesign my product for helping. You don't need anything else from you. To imagine the transposing words that can all. Exactly. Take care, guys. Thank you, Linda. I'll listen again all about it, and peace. Thank you, Steve. Enjoy the rest of your day. Yep. Take care, guys. Thank you. Thank you for spending your time here.